Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Monday, December the 9th, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, we're going to remember today something that happened 39 years ago, and that's the assassination of John Lennon, the former member of the Beatles. And it happened, I can still remember it quite well. I actually woke up the next day, meaning December the 9th, and I learned about it on the radio, waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and getting the news on the hour. But the assassination actually took place Monday night, late Monday night in New York. John and Yoko were walking back to their apartment when he was shot there at the entrance of the apartments. He was rushed to the hospital. I think he was pretty much dead on arrival, as I understand. And then later that evening, Howard Cosell, who was doing the Monday Night Football game, broke the story to millions of people watching the game. And I think that's how probably most Americans learned of the story, watching the Monday Night Football game. As I said, I had gone to sleep and did not hear the story until the next morning. Because of the hour difference, of course, people in Europe and many parts of the world got the news early in the morning newscast over in Europe. But it was quite a shock, and it was interesting because John Lennon had been out of the music business pretty much for 5 years, from 1975 to 1980. He didn't do anything. I think he went into exile. Exactly what he was doing, I'm not real clear, but he didn't record anything. And during that time, the music of the Beatles pretty much disappeared from American radio. It was disco and different sounds dominating the American top 40 or whatever, and you just didn't hear anything from the Beatles. Now, there was a lot of Paul McCartney, because he was extremely popular. Paul McCartney and Wings, you know, they had a ton of hits in the 1970s, but John, George, and Ringo pretty much faded by the mid-70s, and especially John. He just literally disappeared. Nobody heard anything about what he was doing, but he then put together an album in 1980, had just released it, and there was a song out of that album called Starting Over that was very popular at the time, and of course he was assassinated at that time. Quite a shock. John Lennon, of course, as a member of the Beatles, was a very consequential pop artist of the time, and it just doesn't seem, I guess the biggest shock for me is that it was 39 years ago, because it seems like it was only yesterday. I still can see the news flash and all of that, or hear the news flash on the radio. It just doesn't seem that it was 39 years ago. So I guess that shows that I'm getting old. And unfortunately, I guess we all do. 39 years ago, John Lennon was killed in New York City. It's just incredible, incredible to believe. Thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube, on Twitter, and on my blog. And if today's your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.